Good evening and welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School as we've got varsity action tonight between BPC and Elmwood. And we're going to rise and listen for the band to bring you our national anthem this evening. Great job by the BPC band, Mr. Jones. And we'll get the starting lineups from Mr. Zeringer on the far side. Garrett Webster, the first starter, a junior, number 2 for the Trojans. Bryson Shadley, number 5, a senior. Second starter. Oliver Thornton, a senior, number 24, center. Quentin Johns, a sophomore, number 23. Bo Windish, the final starter, senior, number 0511. Josh Fugit and Brandon Butler, your coaches for the Elmwood Trojans. We're going to get the lights out and the spotlight introduction here for the Spartans here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
Put your hands together as we meet our very own Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans. At guard, number 42, Jackson Groudage.
42, Jackson Groudage, one of the first starter for BPC.
At guard, number 34, Braylon Griffin.
Number 34, Braylon Griffiths. D. Ruffin, the third starter for BPC, number 15. The senior number 10, Talon Love, the fourth starter for BPC.
At forward, number 3, Brock Beekman.
The final starter is Brock Beekman, number 3 for BPC. Tyler Snyder and Devin Yoakum, the coaches for BPC. Were our 3 officials. Trojans in the road orange with black numbers, black lettering and trim. Spartans going to be in the home white with the red and blue trim numbers. Blue Spartans on the jersey fronts. And we're set for basketball, and we are underway. It's going to be a BPC basketball as the ball tipped out of bounds. Griffiths to Trigger, gets it in to Beekman. Beekman's going to get it across midcourt. Bounce pass to Groudage. Shot up, no. Rebound down to number 5, Shadley for the Trojans. He'll outlet to 23, Johns. His shot up, no good. Beekman there for the rebound, saved by Shadley, but into the hands of Beekman for BPC as he's going to lose the handle on it, and it's going to go out of bounds back to Elmwood. Webster with it. Inside, they're going to get it to double or zero. Windish, his shot off, no good. Rebound to BPC. Griffiths with it. Number 34 for the Spartans. Left, right wing to Beekman. Beekman going to get a screen from Love. Swings it around to Ruffin. Griffiths with it. Now Beekman top of the circle. Ruffin's going to drive, reverse layup, no. Love there for the tip, no. Rebound tapped around. Griffiths with it. He's going to go up off the glass short. Rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with BPC. 6:45 to play here in the first quarter. Still no score. Griffiths triggers for BPC. Going to look for some help. Gets it into, no, trying to get it to Love. It's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Windish. Out of bounds. And stolen away, outlet pass down the floor to Thornton. No, for the Trojans, number 5, Shadley with it. Now stolen away by BC. Love gets it to Ruffin. Ruffin's going to cross over, lose the handle on it, picks it up, gets it to Griffiths. 6:20 to play, first quarter. Beekman now right wing to Ruffin. Ruffin left hand dribble, guiding things around. Now Beekman left wing. On top to Ruffin, swinging around left, right wing to Griffiths. Beekman, good patience by BPC here. 6 minutes to go. Ruffin going to drive in, left hand layup, no. Rebound down to Windish for the Trojans. He'll outlet over to number 2, Webster. Webster's going to fire up a 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound down to Love for BPC. No score, 5:45 to play here in the first quarter. Beekman gets it across midcourt, swings it to Griffiths, screen from Love. Thought about the give and go, gives it over to Ruffin. Now left, right side. Beekman going to drive baseline, up off the glass, count it. And a foul, no, they're going to say offensive foul on Brock Beekman. His first and team's first. Still no score, 2.5 in, 5:30 to play here in our opening quarter. Right, that is Webster. Shadley, near corner, inside they go to Windish. Windish off the glass and in. Bo Windish for 2 for Windish, and a 2-0 lead for the Trojans. Ruffin with it, swings it around to Griffiths. Beekman with it, left wing, guarded by Windish, on top to Ruffin. Over to Beekman. Screen from Groudage. Going to get it to Griffiths. Right wing, Ruffin. Look for the give and go to Love. Gets it to Beekman. 4:45 to play. Griffiths with it. Going to be picked up by Windish. Swings it over to Ruffin. Back to Griffiths. Griffiths going to have it poked away. And it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Spartans at 4:34 to play here in the first quarter. Still just a 2-point game, 2-0 in favor of Elmwood. Griffith's going to have it stolen away. The inbound pass. Now Ruffin's going to attempt to steal it away as the Trojans are trying to go into Oliver Thornton. And it'll stay with Elmwood with 4:30 to play, 23. Quentin Johns, a sophomore, to trigger the inbound for the Trojans. Going to stay here as the ball poked away by Ruffin. Far 3 from Shadley off the iron, no good. Rebound to Thornton, gets it back to Shadley. Over to Webster, he'll fire a 3, no good. Thornton there again for another rebound to Windish. Back to Webster. Near side, that is Webster, near wing, left wing. On top now to Shadley. Johns. Windish swings it around. Three-pointer up and good for Garrett Webster. 5-0 lead for Elmwood. Brock Beekman driving in and good. Beekman puts the Spartans on the board, 5-2. Shadley with it, far corner, guarded by Love, and Griffith's going to be stolen away by Groudage. Griffiths with it for BPC. Hands it to Ruffin. Ruffin's going to fire up a three, and off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Windish for the Trojans. He'll outlet to Webster. Webster near corner to Shadley, number 5. Picks up the dribble, now to Johns. Over to Webster. Inside they go to Windish. He's double, triple team. Kicks it out. Shadley going to fire a three. Up, and it's good. Bryson Shadley for three. 8-2 lead now for Elmwood. As BPC gets it into Ruffin. 2:49 to play. 8-2 in favor of the Trojans. Ruffin looking for some help. Going to be double team. Needs some help. Gets it across to Beekman. Beekman's going to drive in. The shot does not drop. Is going to draw the foul on 24, Oliver Thornton. And 2 free throws coming up for Brock Beekman. First team foul on the Trojans. Beekman up and Beekman in and out on the first. Connor up to number 30 and number 35. Ethan McKim going to check in for Ruffin and Groudage. Number 30, Carson Bolton. And 45, Strom, as Beekman makes the second. 8-3, shot up and good. Windish now with 4. And a 10-3 lead for the Trojans. Beekman with it for BPC. Swings around to Upton, right wing. Inside they go to Love. Love going to stop, hop, and hit. To Allen Love for 2. 10-5 score. Elmwood up by 5. We're down to 2:05 to play. Free throw line jumper by Bolton is no good. And it'll go out of bounds off. The Trojans will go to BPC. As my scoreboard has decided to go a little wonky here and not take some points off for BPC. And now it takes too many off, so we'll get that straightened out here. Beekman with it. Going to drive in from the right wing. Off the glass, no, but he's going to draw the foul and get a couple of free throws. That foul, I believe, going to be on Bo Windish, his first and team second. Now we have the score right.
Fouls on number 0, Windish, his first, team second. Beekman at the line, shooting 2.
First one by Brock is up and good. Gets him 4. Quentin Johns back, and 24 Thornton for Trojans. Griffith's going to check out as Ruffin's going to back for BPC. 10-6 lead. Beekman with one more to cut it to 3 off the front of the rim and off the back and in. So a 10-7 lead for the Trojans. 3-point lead, 1:40 to go. Johns with it, number 23. 45 Strom. And Strom's going to pick up his foot and travel as we're going to see number 5, the senior Xander Jones, into the ball game for the first time for BPC as he'll check in for Beekman. Also number 23, Parker Guppy, back for BPC. Ruffin to bring it up for the Spartans, 1:30 to play. Gets it to Upton. Upton double teams, going to swing it on top, going to be stolen away by Thornton. Thornton's going to drive and cut off by McKim. Strom shot no good. Rebound still loose and corralled by Kim. And a jump ball as it was Strom and Kim. And it'll go back to BPC with 1:16 to play. 10-7. Jones to trigger the inbounds for BPC. Gets it to Upton. Back to Jones. Jones going to drive, double team, gets it over to Ruffin. BPC's got to get it across midcourt, and we're going to get a timeout by BPC. The 30-second timeout for the Spartans.
30-second call out by Spartans.
10-7 our score. See if we can get our scoreboard to cooperate here. And getting it there as Coach Snyder going to take a timeout here. It will be Spartan basketball out of the timeout. Now we got everything set, fouls and score on the scoreboard correct. Be Upton, Ruffin, Jones, McKim, and Guppy in for BPC, the 5 on the floor. Ruffin gets it across midcourt. He's going to drive in, layup, rolls off, no good. Thornton there for the rebound for the Trojans. Outlet to Bolton. Bolton going to try to go cross court to Windus and going to throw it away back to BPC. 52.6 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Well, four-court press. Ruffin gets it to Upton. He'll get it across midcourt. Upton going to drive in. Circus free throw layup. No good. McKim there for the rebound. Ethan McKim with 2 and a 1-point lead for Elmwood. Number 2. That's going to be offensive foul on Garrett Webster. Good job by Ethan McKim. I think it was the one that got set. And a 10-9 lead. And the first on hit Webster. Second team foul. BPC within 1. Ruffin across midcourt down to 29 seconds to play. Ruffin's going to spin, kicks it out to Upton. Jones going to fire up a 3. It's good. Xander Jones. 4-3 puts BPC on top for the first time of the contest. 12-10. 15 seconds to play. Webster with it for the Trojans to Bolton. Thornton. Now Johns down to 5. Windish lob inside to Thornton. Thornton has a shot blocked by McKim. Guppy the other way, and no shot off, as after 1, it's a 12-10 lead in favor of BPC. We'll be back with the second quarter here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH. They're all good. And you get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 12-10 in favor of the Spartans. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell for over 100 years. Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchant is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. 12-10 in favor of the Spartans. It'll be Trojan basketball out of the timeout. Have Beekman with 5, Jones with 3, Love and McKim with 2 each for BPC. Windus with it now to Thornton for the Trojans. Far side to Shadley. And we're going to get a pushing foul on Xander Jones, I believe. That will be his first and team foul number 1 here in the second quarter. Just underway, 7:48 to play here in the first half. Windish, he's going to drive in, draw some contact shot, short rebound. Corralled by the Trojans. Windish got it back. Swings around to Webster. Webster going to drive and give and go to Thornton. Thornton up and good off the glass for 2. 12-12 our score. And we're going to get a foul on Elmwood, number 23. Quentin Johns, that'll be his first and team foul number two here first in the second half. See Beekman and Love back as McKim and Jones check out. Upton to trigger for BPC, 7:26 to play. Upton looking, gets it on top to Beekman. Beekman swings around, Upton. Near corner, Guppy. Guppy's going to drive in left hand. Pops, and good. Parker Guppy, 4-2. And BPC back on top by 2, 14-12, 7:10 to play. Webster thought about a long three. Shadley with it, left wing looking around. Gets it to Thornton, to Johns, I should say. And the pass going to go out of bounds. Thought maybe it was tipped off of BPC. They're going to say no, it'll stay or go to the Spartans. Upton to trigger. Gets it to Ruffin. Ruffin's going to be tripped up by Webster, I believe.
Foul number 2, Webster, his second.
That'll be his second and team second. And that's going to get number 45, the freshman Gavin Strom, off the bench. He'll come in. For Strom for Webster. Beekman to trigger. Gets it in to Ruffin. Ruffin across midcourt. Kicks it. Beekman 3 from the far corner, a little long. Rebound down to Windish for Elmwood. Gets it to Johns. Bolton with it. He'll fire up a 3 and hits. Carson Bolton with his first points of the evening in the varsity contest and a 15-14 lead. I thought that was a 3. Scoreboard only has it as a 2. I'm going to change that to a 2. And the shot up. Quentin Johns with his first 2. 16-14 late for the Trojans. Beekman with it, right wing, picks up the dribble, gets it over to Ruffin. Ruffin right-hand dribble, gets it now right wing. Upton's going to fire up a long 3 off the back iron. No, rebound to Bolton for the Trojans. Gets it to Thornton. Thornton, 3-throw line, going to drive in. Left hand, kicks it to Bolton. He's going to pop a 19-footer just a little inside the three-point arc, and no on that. Love with the rebound. Now it's Beekman now. Beekman's going to drive left side. And we're going to get a traveling violation as he tried to kick it out to Guppy, but pivot foot moved. We're going to see Groudage and Griffiths. Guppy and Upton going to check out. Baseline drive by Windish. No, the follow-up rebound by Thornton is good. 18-14 lead for Elmwood. Griffith's going to fire up a 3 off the iron. No, rebound tapped around. Going to go out of bounds to Elmwood. (18-14) lead for the Trojans. 5:05 to play. First half. Shadley with it. Windish now near side to Thornton, or Johns into Thornton, now back to Windish. Layup up and good. Oh, Windish now with 6. And a little bit of run for the Trojans, now down 6. BPC is 20-14, 4:40 to play. Beekman right wing. Going to cross over, going to drive in, kicks it out to Love. Love's going to pop a 3 off the iron, no. Griffiths for the rebound for BPC. Over to Beekman. Ruffin with it. He's going to drive left wing in, floats it up. No contact there, no foul. And rebound down to the Trojans of Windish. An outlet. Shadley thought about it. 3's going to drive baseline left side to Windish. Left wing. Shadley going to thought about it again. Going to drive top of the circle over to Johns. Windish going to pop a 3 in front of the Spartan bench. It's a long and rebound down to Beekman for BPC. 6-point lead for the Trojans. 3:58 to play. First half. Ruffin with it. Free throw line. Steps back. Gets it to Griffiths. Beekman with it now. Top of the circle. Right wing to Griffiths. He's going to drive baseline. Spins on Strom. Shot up. No on the shot, but it's going to draw the contact and the foul, and 2 free throws coming up for Braylon Griffiths for BPC. Second on Windish, and team foul number 3. Braylon Griffiths to the line, 4-2. And that one's off, no good. Number 2, Webster back into the Trojan lineup for Windish. One more for Griffiths. That one's up, and that one is good. Braylon Griffiths with his first. Shot up quickly the other way. Griffiths there for the rebound for BPC. 20-15, 5-point lead. Ruffin going to stop free throw line. Hands off to Griffiths. Griffiths going to kick it around. Left wing to Beekman, now on top to Ruffin. Ruffin's going to drive right side. Look, is tripped. As a tripping, looked like Strom tripped, and they're going to call a traveling violation on BPC. Back to Elmwood. Webster will bring it up, has it far side in front of the Spartan bench. Over to Johns, now Shadley. Back to Bolton, inside they're going to go to Strom. Swing it out, Webster fires up a 3, no good. Rebound to Ruffin for BPC. He's going to drive in, nobody there. Beekman thought about a 3 from the right wing. He's going to drive in, scoop it up, no rebound. Down to Strom as Webster at the other end tangled up with some of the mats as Beekman's going to come back with it the other way. He's going to go up, layup no good, rebound down to Webster. Well, those are tumbling mats. 3 up by Shadley. No, Ruffin there for the rebound for BPC. Outlet to Love. Ruffin's going to drive up, layup up, and good. Ruffin with 2.
Girls, we need to move those mats off the floor.
(20-17).
Cheerleaders, we have to move those off the floor.
Some mats, I think, for cheerleaders down on the floor. They're going to have to push those up into the first row of the bleachers. .221 to play, 20-17 lead in favor of Elmwood. Upton, Griffiths, Ruffin, Groudage, and Love. The 5 for BPC on the floor. Webster, Bolton, Johns, Shadley, and Strom. They're 5 for the Elmwood Trojans. Webster guarded by Ruffin. Gets it across midcourt. Strom to Bolton. Johns with it. Give and go to Webster. Going to kick it out to Shadley. Going to be stolen away by Ruffin. And we're going to get a reach-in foul on Bryson Shadley, the senior. That will be his first.
His first. Shadley, his first. Team 4th.
Team's 4th here. As we see number 1, Schmig into the ball game. Ruffin with it, 1:55 to play. Upton going to drive free throw line. Tries to get it over to Ruffin, stolen away by Webster. Outlet to Bolton. And we're going to get a traveling violation on Bolton. Good job by Braylon Griffiths getting back to force that turnover. Is Ethan McKim into the ball game for BPC as Ground is going to check out. Ruffin going to bring it up across midcourt. Swings it to Griffiths. Inside they're going to go to McKim. McKim gets it out to Upton. Swing right wing to Ruffin. 1:30 to play. Cross court they go to Upton. Ruffin with it. now right wing to Griffiths, looking inside. McKim there at the free throw line is going to reverse fake. Up, shot no good, and we're going to get over the back foul on Talon Love. That'll be Talon's first and team's second. 22. Cooper Brown into the ballgame, a freshman for Elmwood. 1:20 to play here in the first half. Johns with it, gets it up. He's going to go coast to coast and gets the shooter's touch. Quentin Johns with 4 now in the ball game and a 5-point Elmwood lead. Upton with it for BPC, gets it off top of the circle to Ruffin. Right wing Griffiths looking inside. He's going to drive baseline. He's going to reverse pivot. Upton going to fire up a 3 from the near wing. McKim there fighting for the rebounds, tips it into Ruffin. Ruffin's going to fire up a 3. It's off, no good. And the ball going to go off Talon Love, out of bounds. It'll go to the Trojans with 45.5 to play. 5-point Elmwood, or Trojan lead, Elmwood Trojan lead. Beekman into the ball game for Ruffin for BPC. Johns with it, will be picked up at midcourt by Beekman. Strom guarded by McKim, now to Bolton. Smig, and off the hands of Calvin Strom, the freshman for Elmwood. It'll go to BPC, Ethan McKim to trigger. Gets it to Beekman. Swings around to Upton, left wing. Screen by Love. Tried to go give and go. McKim's going to pick up the loose ball. Going to go up shot short and rebound down to Strom for the Trojans. 19 seconds to go. Stolen away by Griffiths. Griffiths got a easy layup. The other one, he does. Braylon Griffiths with 3 and a 3-point lead for the Trojans. Down to 9 seconds to go. And the ball going to be poked out of bounds off of Bolton, but I think they're going to get Connor Upton on the foul, knocking it off of Bolton, and that will be his first and team's third. 6.8 to go. Johns with it, guarded by Beekman. Down to 4, down to 3. Good job by Beekman. Picks up the dribble. Smig, they're not going to get a shot off. 22-19 is our halftime score here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School. We're going to step aside for our halftime interview, and we'll be back with the stats in the second half in just a moment. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
And welcome back. I'm here with Emily Alden now. And Emily, patient advocate, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
That sounds like a title that encompasses a whole lot. Let's first put it in simple words if you can, and then we'll kind of go in depth with it a little bit.
Yes, as the patient advocate, there is a lot to do in the role, but it's a fantastic opportunity. So generally speaking, I will help patients. I will talk about the service that they have here and just in general measure the patient experience for the entire organization.
Well, speaking of knowing the entire organization, kind of the theme has been everybody knows everybody at MDH because you're a smaller rural hospital, even though MDH offers a lot. You literally have to probably know everybody or most everybody because you need to know what each thing's going to happen if that patient's dealing with it.
Yes, that's very true. When I first stepped into the role about a year ago, it was really an interesting and fantastic opportunity to get to know all of the departments, how they work together and individually, and just to see the well-oiled machine.
Well, patient care, obviously, at a hospital is key. You're a key part of that. What is it about patient care at MDH that makes MDH special?
Service excellence internally to provide the best patient care is top of mind here for all of our staff across every single level, every single department, and the organization as a whole. It's a big focus. So we make sure that we take care of our patients and that way they have the best experience possible. We're very open to feedback. We always want to improve in areas that we can improve. So we always have open ears. We always appreciate the feedback that we receive. You
are working with all departments. And when a patient comes in, let's say they come into the ER and then they come to ICU and then they go to the floor, your job kind of is to let the patients know what you can do, right? Or what you offer, or what they can do. Am I missing that? Is that correct?
Yes, actually, our case management department is instrumental with that side of things. Every once in a while, I'll step in and just check in on patients, see how their experience overall is going, to collect that feedback and see if we can implement any changes to make it even better.
So you deal with patients in so many different departments, and really they can go all the way from getting here in the ER to physical therapy on the way out, right?
Yes, absolutely. So MDH has a lot to offer our patients. So while you're here, if you're just running in for some outpatient tests, whether it's lab work or visiting our radiology department, convenience clinic, visiting your primary care provider over at MDH Family Clinic, emergency room, labor and delivery, there's so many different departments that work so well together, and our team is a family. The organization in itself is a family. And so everybody does a great job at trying to understand what departments do that aren't their own, so that way we can make it a seamless experience for our patients.
Well, and then as a patient advocate, right, you just kind of all that together and look at it, right, and then see as patient A comes through, what can we do to make patient B, who might follow them, a little bit better next time?
Absolutely.
So as you do that, what kind of things do you look for? I mean, what I would imagine with MDH, as it continues to improve, you start looking for smaller things, right? So the obvious things are maybe gone. So then you start looking at little things to make the sometimes the worst experience of their life, right, a little bit better as they work through.
Yes, most definitely. So you never know what kind of day somebody's having when they walk through our doors, and you don't know what they're necessarily here for. So it's important to keep an open mind and take a look at what can we ask them that's specific to their experience. Why are they here? Comfort them and make sure that we ask the right questions so that we can purposefully pull out information that we can work on.
Yeah, and I think we've talked a lot about different things from different people. You're, besides Bill, the CEO, you're the one person that kind of helps with, like, it gets your hands in a little bit of everything as far as the patient is concerned. Everybody's talked about it being a family, and you've even mentioned it being a family. Is the fact that everybody knows everybody as far as employees, from the CEO down to the CNAs, does that kind of make your job a little bit easier?
Absolutely. When you're a family, you care about each other, and we are all here for one purpose, and that is to provide the best experience for our patients that we possibly can. So when you are a tight-knit family, it's just great to be, we're a community, a family, a community, and we are here to serve our patients. And when everybody has that one purpose, it's a great feeling.
Well, Emily, I appreciate you stopping and talking to us, and keep fighting for the patients.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
We'll be back after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I feel honored for those patients to have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 22-17 in favor of the Trojans at the break. We can tell you about some more of those great sponsors here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. That includes our pre- and post-game show sponsor, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events. Live on the big screen, come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street. Bushel, cheer the Spartans on the victory. Hear the BPC band here at halftime performing. Also brought to you by Raritan State Bank. Bushnell branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. They offer full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank of friendly service or call them 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also, King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. They support BPC Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To send an appointment, call 309-837-MY-DC. That's 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. Running down our stats at the half, 22-17 in favor of Elmwood. For BPC, pretty balanced scoring. Brock Beekman with 5, Xander Jones with 3, Braylon Griffiths also with 3, 2 each for Ethan McKim, Parker Guppy, and Darren Ruffin, and 2 for Talon Love. For Elmwood, 6 points for Bo Windish, 4 for Quentin Johns and Oliver Thornton, 3 each for Garrett Webster and Bryson Shadley, and 2 for Carson Bolton. Little Christmas music, maybe you'll hear it. Let It Snow being played by the BPC band. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with the third quarter here in just a moment. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time, live presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School as we are getting set for third quarter action, 22-19. I only had, it is 19. The scoreboard never did pick up that last 2. So 3-point Trojan lead, BPC basketball. As we head to the third quarter. Same starting 5 for both squads. Beekman with it left wing. Going to kick it to Love. Far corner, cross court. They try to go to Griffiths. It's going to go nearly out of bounds. Griffiths saves it, but John's there for the ball for Elmwood. Windish quickly, the other one shot up, and no, this time by Thornton. But he's going to get some freebies here, and the foul going to be whistled on Jackson Groudage, his first, team's first. First one from Oliver Thornton, senior, gives him 5. 23-19 in favor of the Trojans. Second one short, rebound to Love for BPC, gets it to Beekman. 4-point Trojan lead just underway, 7:30 to play here. Third quarter, Griffiths with it right-sided. Front of the Spartan bench, now on top to Ruffin, left wing, Beekman. Griffiths swings it around to Ruffin. Ruffin going to drive baseline, going to float it up. Blocking foul, counted, and a foul. Darren Ruffin with the 2, and he'll have a chance at the 3-point play. Foul's going to be on Webster, his third, team's first. Darren Ruffin to the line to cut this to a 1-point lead and a chance at a 3-point play for BPC. Free throw up, and free throw is good. Ruffin with 5 and a 1-point lead, 23-22. Webster with it for the Trojans, going to drive, cuts it off on top. Thornton going to lob into Windish, and he's going to have the shot blocked by Griffiths. Gets it to Ruffin for BPC. He's going to push free throw line, kicks it over. Beekman on top to Griffiths, swing around now to Ruffin. I'm getting a moving screen, I believe, on Jackson Groudage. His second, and Team second. 23-22 lead for the Trojans, 6:40 to play. Side, they try to go to Webster from Windus, and Griffith's there again for the steal. He'll bring it up across, gets it to Ruffin, swing it now left wing to Beekman. Beekman going to drive baseline, gets it over to Groudage. Groudage up and good. Jackson Groudage with his first two of the night. BPC back on top, 24-23. Ball going to be stolen away, taken away from Windus. Beekman with it. He's going to push up and in. Brock Beekman now with 7. 3-point BPC lead, 26-23. Webster with it. He's going to fire up a 3 and hits. Garrett Webster with 3. Timeout. By Elmwood.
Full timeout called by the Trojans.
Full timeout. We'll step aside here and we'll be back here at BPC High School in just a moment. You're listening to and watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
You will get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you. And we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
Back here at BPC High School, 26-all. 5:59 to play. We're brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. And its trust departments, don't forget, you can stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers Merchant is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Also, Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone: pasta, sandwiches, and of course pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. 5:59 to go. BPC basketball out of the timeout. Ruffin with it. Number 15 will get it up across midcourt. Picked up by Bolton. Right wing to Beekman. Inside pass. They try to go to Love, and I think they're going to get a reach in on Bo Windus. That will be his third. Team's second here. Inside, they're going to go. Groudage, his shot up, no. And it's going to be a jump ball with Groudage and Bolton. And it'll go to Elmwood. 2 fouls apiece here in this third quarter. 5:45 to play, 26-all. Webster gets it across midcourt, guarded by Ruffin, gets it to Thornton. Thornton now Windus. Windus going to drive in on Beekman. Shot blocked. And they're going to get Beekman on the foul, and they're going to put Windus at the line for 2. That's Brock's second, team's third. Windus up and a little strong on the first one. 5:33 to play, third quarter. Second one is good. Windus was 7 now, and a 1-point lead for Elmwood, 27-26. Griffiths picks up the dribble, goes to Ruffin. Free throw line jumper is up and good. Ruffin with 2. He's got 7. And BPC back on top by 1, 28-27. Windus now to Johns. Far side, that's Bolton. Thought about a 3. Top of the circle to Thornton. Now back to Johns. Webster with it. Right side. On top now to Windus. Down to 4:55 to play. Johns with it. Thornton. Bolton's going to come out, pop a 3. It's going to be barely touch the rim. Ruffin there for the rebound for BPC. He's going to outlet to Beekman. Beekman's going to drive in, lost the handle on it. It's going to go out of bounds off of Elmwood and will stay with BPC with 4:40 to play here in the third. 28-27 in favor of the Spartans. Griffiths to Ruffin. Left side. Now Beekman. Back over to Ruffin, down to 4:30 to play. Griffiths with it, inside the garage, lost the handle, stolen away by Thornton. Thornton's going to push the issue the other way. He's going to be no on the shot, going to be fouled, I believe, on Groudage. This will be his third and team's fourth.
Fouls on Groudage, his fourth, or his third, team fourth.
To the line for 2. Oliver Thornton, 1 of 2 in the quarter from the free throw line with 5 points on the night. And first one up and short. McKim in for BPC. Shadley in for Elmwood. Thornton with one more for the senior. It's up and it's off. No good. Love there for the rebound for BPC. Gets it to Beekman. Cross midcourt. Beekman double team. Gets it to Ruffin. Lost the handle. Gets it back. Guarded by Thornton. They're going to try and cut off baseline. He's going to be double team. Needs some help. Gets it over to Griffiths. Good job by Ruffin. Love now with it in the far corner to Griffiths. On top, down to Ruffin. Now 4 minutes to play. Beekman left wing inside to McKim. Ruffin right in front of Coach Snyder in the Spartan bench. He's going to drive in, float one up, and good. Darren Ruffin now with 7 in the quarter, 9 in the contest, and the lead for BPC at 3. 3:40 to play. Webster will bring it up for Elmwood. Picked up by Ruffin. Thornton guarded by McKim. Windish free throw line guarded by Love. Webster's going to pop a 3, and it's good. 3 threes now for Webster, and a tie ball game at 30. Love lost the handle on it, trying to hand off to Ruffin. .30, 3:10 to play. Webster with it for Elmwood. Over to Johns. Quentin Johns, a number 23, sophomore. Webster going to fire up another 3 and hits. This time from the left wing. 33-30. Webster or Beekman going to lose the handle on the basketball off of Shadley. Shadley there for the defense, and it'll go back to Elmwood. Connor Upton going to check into the ball game for Darren Ruffin for BPC. Johns with it to Windish. Windish going to drive in, going to be cut off by McKim. Shot up and no, and the foul going to be whistled on Ethan McKim. That'll be his first. Team's 5th. Elmwood in the bonus the last 2:45. And 2 free throws coming up for Windish. Bo Windish with a couple of free throws. First one short.
Windish is at the line, shooting 2.
33-30 lead for, and both free throws by Windish. No good. Love there for the rebound. Beekman with it for BPC is going to be stolen away. Thornton's going to get it over to Shadley. Shadley up and good. Bryson Shadley now with 5 and a 5-point lead for the Trojans. 2:25 to play. Love gets it over to Upton. Inside they try to go McKim. Shadley there for the steal for Elmwood. And a charging foul on Bryson Shadley. 3 team fouls now on the Trojans. As Ruffin going to check back in. Griffith's going to check out. 35-30, 2:17 to play. Trojans on top by 5. Ruffin gets the ball. Double teamed. Reach and foul on Windish. That's going to be 4 on the senior, Bo Windish. Team 4th.
Number 30, Bolton checking in for the Trojans.
35-30. Ruffin to Beekman. Screen by McKim. Going to get it over to Love now. 2 minutes to play. Upton with it. Left wing to Beekman. Beekman's going to cross over. Love going to fire up a three and hits Talon Love. Love with 5, and we're tied at 30. The lead cut to 2, 35-33. Thornton now to Shadley, left side. Now hands off to Webster. Webster going to pop a three. This one going to be short. Love there for the rebound for BPC. 1:35 to play. 35-33 lead for the Trojans. Shot up by Beekman. No. Rebound to Thornton. He's going to lose the handle. Gets it to Shadley. And that's going to be a jump ball. Good job by Darren Ruffin. Getting the hands in on and causing the jump ball. Alternating possession to BPC. And Connor, nope, that's going to be Xander Jones. Apologies, 5 checks in. Talon Love going to check out. 1:22 to go. Ruffin with it, picked up by Bolton, screen by McKim. Over to Beekman. Cross court, they go to Ruffin. Ruffin picks up the dribble, gets it to Upton. Down to 1:05. Jones to McKim. Back to Jones on a ball bounced off McKim's leg. Ruffin's going to lose the handle. Beekman going to drive in. Shot up and good. Brock Beekman ties us at 35, 48 seconds to go. Webster quickly the other way. Bolton with it. He's going to fire up a long three. No, there Thornton or Johnson for the rebound. No, Thornton now for the rebound. And a jump ball. Good job by McKim. And it'll stay with Elmwood with 38.9 seconds to play. Webster to Bolton. Inside they're going to go to Thornton, guarded by McKim. Webster thought about three. He's going to drive baseline. Hands off to Thornton. Cross court to Shadley. Down to 29 seconds, 28. Johns with it. It's at the Thornton. Thornton to Webster. Webster's going to drive in. Free throw line stops. Shadley going to fire up a three. It's short. Rebound to Jones for BPC with a chance to take the lead. 12 seconds to go. 35-35. Jones going to float one up off the glass. No rebound. Jones got his own rebound. Tries to get it out to Ruffin. Stolen by Webster. Shadley going to go the other end. And with 0.6 of a second, BPC will have the basketball tied at 35. Shot on the way, just offline by Connor Upton. And we're tied at 35 as we'll head to the fourth quarter. Tied up, you're listening and watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, set for fourth quarter action. We are tied at 35 apiece. It'll be Spartan basketball out of the quarter break. We can tell you about M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. Go see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. Ruffin with it for BPC. Is going to drive in, kicks it out to Jones. Jones going to switch hands, going to drive baseline. Inside they go to Beekman. Beekman turn around. No, Beekman got his own rebound. Kicks it out to Upton. Upton going to fire a three. It's going to be short. McKim there saves it, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Elmwood and will stay with BPC. 7:39 to play here in the contest as we see Guppy into the ball game for Jones. Upton to trigger for BPC. Gets it into McKim. McKim's going to go up strong off the glass. No, rebound down to Johns for Elmwood. Down to Thornton, guarded by Beekman. Reverse side out to Webster. Webster thought about a three, picked up by Upton. Shadley with it. Now Thornton just inside the three-point line. Webster crossover behind the back. And we're going to get a hand check foul on Connor Upton. His second and team's first here in the fourth quarter. 35-35. All going to go out of bounds, tipped off of BPC. It's going to stay with Elmwood. Johns to trigger, gets it in to Webster in the backcourt. Webster going to be picked up by Upton. Upton's going to get him as Webster drove baseline, and Upton going to be whistled for the foul, his third, team second.
Fouls on Upton, his third, team second.
Webster to inbound, lobs it into Thornton. Thornton's going to go up, has this shot blocked. 2 free throws coming. Third on Brock Beekman, team's third. EPC with 3 fouls here in the first 53 seconds as Braylon Griffith's going to check back in after the first free throw for BPC. Thornton up and no on the free throw. 1 of 5 for Thornton from the line as Beekman checks out. Second one no good. Rebound loose and corralled by BPC and Ruffin. 7 minutes to go. Upton going to fire up a long three. It's short. McKim there. A great hustle by Ethan McKim for the rebound for BPC. Upton now with it from Griffiths. Back inside they go. Guppy. Free throw line. Going to swing it around. Left wing to Griffiths. Now to Ruffin. Griffiths with it. Left side. Picked up by Johns. Ruffin and BPC going to take a full timeout here with 6:33 to play. Tied at 50 or 35 apiece. We'll step aside and we'll be back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives. Taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And you know, sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 35-35, 6:33 to play. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road near a farm. They also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City or call them at 309-775-3333. Talon Love back for BPC. Ruffin with it in the backcourt, 6.5 to play, 35-34. Ruffin hands off to Love, near corner, Upton. Now Griffiths, 6:15 to play, Guppy. And we're going to get a foul on Johns, I believe, Quentin Johns. That'll be his second. Nope, they're going to say Shadley with the foul, his third, team's first. Griffiths gets it up to Ruffin. Ruffin going to drive in, floater up, in and out, no good. Rebound down to Thornton as there's a collection of bodies down the other way. Webster's going to pop up a three, no good. Bolton there for the rebound. His shot, no good. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Upton. Gets it to Ruffin. And going to be poked out of bounds by Shadley. Griffiths gets it into Ruffin. Picked up the dribble. Now back to Griffiths. Give and go to Love. Love up off the glass, counted in a foul. Talon Love on the put back. Nice give and go. And the bucket is good. Beekman back for BPC for Upton. Love was 7 now, looking to make it 8 on the contest. Free throw up, and the free throw is good. 38-35, BPC on top. Webster with it near corner. Swings around to Thornton. Shadley looking for Windish. Thornton now to Johns. Windish. Shadley going to fire up a three and hits. Bryson Shadley was now with 8 in the contest, or tied back up at 38. Beekman now to Guppy. Guppy right-hand dribble is going to try to go in, and it's going to be whistled for the travel. .38 all, 5:13 to play. Webster picked up by Ruffin. Johns with it. Guarded by Beekman, 5:05 to play. Stolen away by Griffiths for BPC. He gets it to Beekman. Beekman going to drive baseline. Shot blocked by Thornton, no foul. And rebound down to Webster. Gets outlet to Thornton. Guarded by Love, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Love. It'll stay with Elmwood. Webster to trigger. Gets it into Thornton. Thornton going to hand off to Windish. Shot up, no. Rebound poked around, controlled by Beekman. And we're going to get a foul on the break as Webster going to be whistled, I believe, for foul number 4. Team's third. Both teams with 3 fouls, tied at 38, 4:40 to play. Griffiths gets it to Ruffin. Ruffin will get it up across midcourt, swings it over to Beekman. Screen by Love. Beekman to Griffiths. Swings far corner to Guppy on top. Ruffin to Beekman. Beekman going to drive, hands off to Griffiths, down to 4:15 to play. Guppy hands off to Ruffin. Ruffin going to drive in, spins one up. No, he's going to get 2 free throws and draw the foul on Quentin Johns. That'll be his third and team's 4th. Darren Ruffin 1-1 from the line in the contest tonight. First one up and is off the left side of the rim, no good. Ruffin with one more. Tied at 38, 4:06 to play. Ruffin's second is up and good. 8 now for Ruffin and a 1-point lead for BPC at 39-38. Webster guarded inside. They're going to go to Windish. Head fake and up and in. Bo Windish with his 9th. And the other way, a foul on the drive by Beekman. Going to be whistled on, I believe, Bryson Shadley. His 4th. Team's 5th. to the line, Brock Beekman. Beekman 3 of 3 from the line in the contest, all those coming in the opening quarter. First one up, and the first one is good. 40-40, 3:50 to play. Beekman one more. Second one up, and it is good as well. 1 point lead for BPC, 41-40. Windish going to drive baseline and going to draw some contact from Love. That'll be Talon's second. Team's fourth. Webster triggers to Windish. Hand off to Shadley. Tries to go to John's, going to be stolen away by Beekman. Beekman the other way, up off the glass, no. Thornton there for the rebound for Elmwood. Outlet, they're going to go. Love's going to steal the pass away from Windish. Intended for Windish. And we're going to get a timeout, full timeout by Coach Snyder. 3:21 to play. BPC on top by 1, 41-40. We'll be back with the remaining 3:21 here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 3:21 to play, 41-40. The lead for BPC. It'll be Spartan basketball out of the timeout. Beekman will bring it up for BPC across midcourt. Over to Ruffin. Ruffin going to drive in. Pulls it back out, down to 3:10 to play. Spartans with a 1 point lead. Ruffin, left wing to Griffiths. Inside, they're going to go to Love. Back to Griffiths. Go inside to Love. Love's going to spin up. Fakes the left hand. Tried to dump it off to Guppy, and the pass stolen away by Johns. Poked away by Beekman for BPC. The layup up. Good, counted, and a foul. Brock Beekman with the steal, the layup, and the foul. Second on Johns, team's fifth. 43-40. Beekman remains perfect from the line tonight. 6 of 6 from the line for Brock Beekman, a 4-point BPC lead, 44-40, 2:45 to go. Windish with it for the Trojans. Looking back door for Webster, gets it over to Johns. Shadley, picked up by Guppy, hand off to Windish. Windish going to spin, got Love in the air, hands it to Thornton. No, stolen away by Griffiths for BPC. 2:25 to play. Ruffin to Beekman. Ruffin going to get a screen from from Love. Beekman going to drive in, free throw line, kicks it back to Griffiths, over to right wing to Ruffin, down to 2:05 to play. Shot by Love, up, count it, no. Offensive foul on BPC. Talon Love whistled for his third. Webster with it for the Trojans. Inside, they're going to go to Windish. Love, swing over. John's three, up and good. Quentin Johns now with 7 and a 1-point lead for BPC. 44-43, a minute 40 to go. Ruffin in, up and good. Johns with it, right wing down to a minute 35. 3-point BPC lead, guarded by Griffiths to Windish. And we're going to get a timeout. Elmwood, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 1:28 to play. We're brought to you by Western Illinois University. Leathernecks don't just blend in at WIU because purple stands out. WIU, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Also brought to you by Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for an upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. They deliver ice directly to your event. Get Blaine Wrench a call at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. 1:28 to play. Elmwood basketball, 46-43, lead for BPC. Shadley gets it to Thornton. A minute 25 to go. Webster to Windish. Spins on Love. Shot up. No. Late foul. And it's going to be on Talon Love. Second on Ruffin. Windish to the line for 2. He's 1 of 3 from the line tonight. Hits the first. 46-44. Windish with one more. This one up. This one in and out. No good. Rebound. Jump ball. McKim and Thornton. And it'll stay with Elmwood with a minute 21 to play. Webster gets it to Windish. Windish going to drive in, scoop it up off the glass, no. But a foul going to be whistled on Ethan McKim as his second. Windish 1 of 2 the last trip. 2 of 5 thus far. Miss, nope, the first one rolls in. Cuts the lead to 1, 46-45. Windish with one more, 1:18 to play. Windish second, up and in and out, no good. Griffiths there for the rebound for BPC. 1:15 to go. Ruffin full court pressure, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Ruffin. Oh my goodness. They're going to call that a push-off on Ruffin. Non-shooting foul. Webster to trigger the inbound, a minute 12 to play. Gets it to Windish. Windish has a shot blocked, got his own shot back. Blocked again by McKim, no, but they're going to call a foul on McKim. That will be his third. Windish at the line for 2. 1-point BPC lead, a minute 7 to go. First one up and is good. We are tied at 46. Second one by Windish is short. Rebound to Thornton. And we're going to get an offensive foul on Thornton over the back. And that's going to be free throws for BPC with a minute 7 to play. And Windish is out now, I believe, but that was on him. That was number 5. Ethan McKim at the line for some free throws. I didn't catch who they called the foul on for Elmwood. I thought it was Windish, but it is not. McKim to the line. Ethan, 2 points tonight. First couple of free throws coming up for BPC and for the post player, number 35. Came up, and first one off the back of the iron, no good. 46 all, 1:07 to play. Second one is in and out, no good. Windish there for the rebound. for Elmwood. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. 46 all. Shadley with it for the Trojans. To Johns. Over to Windish. Oh. Shadley guarded by Love. Now Webster guarded by Ruffin. 44 seconds to go. Hand off to Shadley. Now to Johns. Doing a good weave here by Elmwood on offense. Johns with it far side. Gets it to Shadley. 32 seconds to go. Off to Thornton. Elmwood looking content to maybe hold for one shot here, or a wide open shot. Down to 25. Poked away by Beekman. Beekman the other way. Layup up and good for BPC. They take a 2-point lead. 17 seconds, 15 seconds to go. 48-46 BPC. Webster, and timeout taken by Elmwood. Full timeout by the Trojans. I believe they still have 2 left. Our scoreboard, I think, is off a little bit, but a big steal and a 2 by Brock Beekman for BPC. 11.8 seconds to play. 48-46 in favor of BPC. It'll be Elmwood basketball out of the timeout. We got our scoreboard timeouts to match up with the scoreboard. Confirm that. 2 timeouts for BPC, 1 for Elmwood. Possession arrow is in favor of BPC. Both teams are shooting bonus free throws here. 11.8 seconds to go. 48-46 in favor of BPC. It'll be Elmwood basketball out of the timeout. Love, Beekman, Griffiths, Ruffin, and Upton in for BPC. Dante Drake, yes, this is a good ball game tonight. Missy Reynolds, come on, Spartans. Webster, down to 7, spins, shot, no, rebound down to Ruffin for BPC. He'll be fouled with 2.8 seconds to play. And free throws coming up for BPC. Foul on Quentin Johns, his third. And Darren Ruffin to the line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line tonight for BPC. Free throws being a big favor of BPC. We'll get the final stats, but BPC not missed many free throws tonight. Pretty good free throw percentage. Elmwood missed a few more. As Ruffin at the line for 2. First one up and rattles off the front of the rim. No good. 48-46. .8 seconds to play. Ruffin up and off on the second one, and a timeout taken with 2.4 seconds to go. Elmwood now going to be out of timeouts. 2.4 seconds to go. The length of the floor down to 48-46. Dante Drake watching from Charleston. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Seen a dandy here in the second half. 48-46. 22-19 at the break. And BPC been a back and forth game with Elmwood here in the second half. Spartans with a 2-point lead. Elmwood basketball out of the timeout. They got to go the length of the floor in the last 2.4 seconds, I should say. Don't forget, coming up after this one, we'll have the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. We'll hope to chat it up with Coach Tyler Snyder for BPC. Same 5 on the floor out of the timeout. Love, Ruffin, Upton, Griffiths, and Beekman. And BPC is going to take a timeout. Wanted to see what Elmwood was going to come up with. So 1 timeout now for BPC. No timeouts for the Trojans. Pond Plus, they're proud to serve the Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. They also have on-site jewelry repairs open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronic tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street, Macomb, between Erico and Taco Bell. And also the Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Again, Trojan basketball out of the timeout. 2.4 seconds to play. 2-point lead for BPC, 48-46. Beekman, same 5. Beekman, Ruffin, Griffiths, Love, and Upton. Windish, Johns, Webster, Shadley, and Thornton on the floor for Elmwood. 2.4 seconds to play. Webster down to 2, down to 1, gets a shot up at the buzzer, no good. Off the back iron. BPC holds on to win 48-46. And an exciting contest on this Wednesday night. We will step aside. We'll be back with stats and the JoJo's Gaming Parlor postgame show in just a moment. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, final score 48-46 BPC with the victory. We are in the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game night, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Gold Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. Running down the scoring summary for the Trojans. Bo Windish with 12. Garrett Webster with 12. 8 for Bryson Shadley. 7 for Quentin Johns. I've got 5 for Oliver Thornton and 4 for Carson Bolton. 16, 2 and double figures for BPC. 16 for Brock Beekman. 10 for Darren Ruffin, 7 for Talon Love, 3 for Braylon Griffiths, 3 for Xander Jones, 2 each for Jackson Gratis, Ethan McKim, and Parker Guppy tonight. 48-46 the final score. BPC coming up big here with a 2-point win over the Trojans, 48-46 the final. Thanks for tuning in here to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. I thank them and all our sponsors for all of their support of BPC Athletics. Chris Rankhauser and Adam Hewitt on the camera tonight. Appreciate him coming along and doing a great job. Missy Reimoltz, woot woot. Yes, I agree. And Dante Drake, congratulations to BPC. Nice win for the Spartans tonight. Hopefully getting a chance to talk to Coach Snyder here in the contest. As we see some of the players coming out of the locker room, Coach Snyder over on his way out. Coach, thanks for coming up, and a little nail biter there. Just a little bit. You can't really hear it through the headphones, so don't let it throw you.
Oh, great. I got to listen to myself talk through closed headphones. No, it was a great game. Elmwood's a really good team. He gets his kids to play hard, and they're real aggressive, and it's something, again, that we've played against pretty much every game so far. So not to say that we're used to it, but I mean, our games before this kind of helped us prepare for this game.
Yeah, and you guys finished with 2 in double figures. Beekman was 16, and I have him 3 of 3 in the fourth quarter, but 6 of 7, I think, free throw shooting. That's where I think you guys really kind of won this, was the free throw shooting, especially early in the first half. But you know, Brock steps up and hits 3 of 3. You've got Ruffin hits 1 there for you in the fourth quarter that really kind of was the deciding factor in the game.
Yeah, my pregame speech was, guys, we need to attack. Like, if our shots aren't going, we got to attack. We got to try to get their free throw line. Our goal was to get to the foul line 20 times tonight. I don't know how many.
I think you got awfully close. I can't do the math that quick. So.
I would say it seemed like we were there a lot. So, again, when we're there, we just got to make it. And,
yeah.
This is, when we came in, I think, to this game shooting like 35% from the foul line. You wouldn't think that.
No, not tonight.
After tonight, so.
Well, and I know from playing back when they had peach baskets and stuff, all those years ago.
You're not that old.
No, I'm not that old, but just as a fan watching basketball, as a coach, I know that always when free throws, that's a free opportunity to get points on the board without the clock going away, and it's so much of it is repetition and getting in that same routine. And I was joking around with somebody. I'm like, when I play basketball, which I don't play a whole lot anymore, but when I shoot free, I still use the same routine that I used back in junior high.
It's memorization, repetition, and again, I try to tell my guys, you shouldn't take like 6-7 seconds,
right?
Because it gets you kind of out of the flow,
right?
But I mean, if it works for you, it does. But I would like them to, hey, take 1 dribble, 2 dribbles, and let's shoot it up and let's go, because that way you're still in the rhythm.
And impressed, seeing you guys play a couple times this year, and no surprise, Brock leads you with 16, but just his hustle. I thought Ruffin had a really good game for you guys tonight at running the point.
Both those guys played well for us tonight, and and when other guys, Xander Jones got hurt, Connor Upton wasn't hitting tonight, but once we get Connor, hitting his shots, it's a little inside-outside stuff, because D can create, and then
right.
Connor and Brock, and Brock's showing that he can create now, so that's good.
Yeah, that's so. I maybe didn't see so much of that maybe in the first couple games from Brock this year, but he really showed it here tonight for you guys, and I think he's going to be a big key. If that kind of play out of Brock's going to be a big key, how you guys play through the rest of the year.
Yeah, moving forward, and we've been harping on him in practice. Like, you got to be aggressive. Like, he's got a good size frame on him, and you know, those football players, they don't mind too much contact. So when you get in there, it's you know, you're able to finish around the rim, and you know, the fact that he can jump a little bit helps.
Right. And I thought Ethan McKim came in at, you know, only a couple points, but he had a couple of nice rebounds for you guys tonight. And when he's in, he plays hard, and like, you know, you guys play hard from start to finish. That's not been an issue, I don't think, most of the time since you've been here. But a nice win for you guys. I know kind of some lumps at the tip-off classic, and not the results or the, you know, offensive output that you guys wanted to see, but you know, some steps I saw here. I think things are heading maybe in the right direction.
Yeah, and again, we actually did not have a really good practice yesterday, and it kind of upset me. I kind of talked about it a little bit today pregame. Guys, like, our practice yesterday wasn't very good, so I'm hoping that doesn't transfer over to tonight. So, and it didn't. So
right, that's good. That's good.
And realistically, I don't think. I mean, some guys didn't play like normal minutes; they played a little less, but we got great contributions.
Yeah,
from everybody.
yeah.
And I mean, even if it was a few minutes here or 4 minutes.
Well, and Parker Guppy would be a good example of that. I mean, not a lot, but he got you some good minutes tonight.
Yep. And him and like I said, Xander, and then Connor Upton, those guys getting in the
right.
game. You know, Connor hustles for us a lot. Parker hustles. Xander does. Getting those guys in the game and getting them in the flow is what it's all about.
Right.
When they get in the game, they kind of understand.
Right, because you're going to get guys in foul trouble and stuff, and you're going to have guys step up. It's just like football, next man up mentality.
Right, and I need you guys to contribute to the team and do what's asked from the guy that just you replaced. So we got to keep going forward, and things hopefully looking up a little bit.
Yeah, well, I don't know that we're going to get another chance to talk to you before the holiday tournament. So
yeah, I know we got.
You guys are hitting the road for a while.
Yeah, we got United starting Saturday. We got 2 on Saturday, then Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So.
All right. Well, if we don't talk to you before then, have a great Christmas, and we will. I'm sure I'm going to see a lot of you at the holiday tournament those 3 days after the Christmas holiday.
I'll be there for a little bit. So I give a shout out to my buddy Jimmy. He called me today. Last year, this summer, I went out there and I gave him a Spartans jersey.
Awesome.
And he had it on today, and he showed me. So
that's awesome.
Jimmy, so thanks, buddy. I hope
All
you
right.
appreciate our game today.
Thanks for tuning in, Jimmy. We appreciate it. So, Coach, we'll let you get out of here. Again, have a great Christmas, and we're going to have some basketball right after the break.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thanks,
you
Coach.
have a good one too.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks for everything you guys do here.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Coach Tyler Snyder here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. We'll wrap things up here shortly. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Well, we will wrap it up here on this Wednesday night. Don't forget girls basketball tomorrow, 6 o'clock tip-off. We'll have that one here also for you on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. So for Adam Hulett, Chris Rank, I was just saying so long. The final again, BPC 48, Elmwood 46. Have a great evening, everyone, and take care.